Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Iskawimah. I'm from English Language and Culture Department, Faculty of Foreign Language at Bahauddin Mudhari Madura University. Today, I want to share something very meaningful, a presentation about the role of rice farming in supporting the economy of Paberasan village. This topic is important because it represents the life of many people in rural areas, especially those who depend on farming. I believe that sometimes the biggest impact comes from the small place. Okay. Uh, let's begin with the background of the study. In Paberasan, many people work as rice farmers. In fact, more than 30% of the population depend on farming to support their families. It's not something they just do during harvest season. It's something they live with every day. Rice farming is not just a job, it's a tradition. It's also something that keeps the local economy alive. It connects families, it teaches passion, and it creates habits like waking up early to water the plants or working together during harvest time. For many, it's a source of identity. They are proud to be farmers, to grow food not only for their village but for others too. When farming is doing well, the village becomes more active. People can afford to go to school, buy what they need, and even save for the future. Okay, everyone, before I continue, I want to say that I really admire the hard work of farmers. They wake up early, they work under the hot sun or even in the rain. That's why I choose this topic to share their strength and dedication through this study. Okay, next. Okay, now let me explain the purpose of this research. The purpose of study is simple to understand how rice farming affects the economic condition of a village, like Paberasan. How much do farmers earn? Is it enough? What are the challenges they face? And how can rice farming become a strong part of sustainable development in rural areas? We often talk about modern cities and technology, but we must also think about the village, the places where food is actually produced. The study may be small, but it gives a voice to people whose work is often invisible. Okay, next, let's now talk about something interesting: organic fertilizer. One thing that really caught my attention during the research was the use of organic fertilizer instead of using chemical products. Some farmers now use organic fertilizer that are safer for the soil and the crops. This is great because it helps improve the quality of rice, and it's better for the environment. In 2021, the local government support rice harvests that use organic fertilizer and that give farmers more confidence. And now many farmers are more aware of the danger of chemicals. They realize that fast results are not always the best results. With support from local leaders and small companies, they can shift toward natural and healthier farming. Okay, next let's take a look at how this affects the economy. Let's talk about money. When the rice harvest is good, the price of rice can really go up. In the first harvest season, the price was only around 6,000 rupiah per kilogram, but later it went up to 9,800 rupiah, and that made a big difference for farmers. With the extra income, they could buy better seeds, repair their homes, or send their children to school. So it's not just about money, it's about how farming connects to everything: health, education, happiness, and stability. And now let me share a real example. Rice seller named Bu Mariam shared her story. In the first season, she said it was hard to find buyers, but in the second season, when rice price increased, she said, "Alhamdulillah, now we can breathe a little." This showed that behind every number, there's real story, a family, a hope. Okay, now let's talk about the gap in other studies. Many studies about farming focus on national or regional levels. They use big data and complex models, but those studies sometimes forget the real situation in small village. And this study focuses only on one village, and that makes it special because the data is simple and the stories is real. It doesn't use big numbers. It uses word from real people, honest observation, and sometimes the story are more powerful than statistics. So, what question did this research try to answer? There were two main questions. First, does rice farming really affect the economy of the village? Second, what challenge do farmers face when they grow rice? Okay. From the interview, we found issues like price instability, expensive fertilizer, and unpredictable weather. Still, the farmers stay strong and keep working. And that is what makes their story inspiring. Okay. Next, what can we learn from this research? First, for farmers, this study can give ideas on how to improve their methods, like using the right fertilizer. The second, for the village community, it can help people realize how important our agriculture is. And third, for the government, it gives insight to create better support system, not just financial, but also through training and access. Okay, everyone, let's summarize the main message. Rice farming is more than just planting and harvesting. It brings hope. It creates income. It keeps rural village alive. Uh, it will support rice farmers with tools, system, and markets. We are supporting the whole community. And this study is reminder that agriculture is not old or forgot. It is the beginning of everything we eat. Behind every grain of rice, there is a story of effort, sacrifice, and love. And before I finish, I would like to invite you to connect with me. If you have any question, comments, or suggestion, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I will be happy to respond and learn from you. Let's keep the discussion going. Okay, once again, thank you so much for watching my presentation. I hope it gave you a small picture of how meaningful rice farming is to a village like Paberasan. Let us never forget to people who grow our food with their hands, hearts, and hard work. That's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.